All right, my friends, it's happening again. I'm so excited because we're about to do the biggest award show in film, all right? Get rid of your Oscars, get rid of your Golden Globes, your Critics' Choice Awards, your BAFTAs, right? Your Nicktoon Awards, they all pale in comparison to the Hermies, chat, right? And it's a very special ceremony, a very special award. But this is the second annual Hermies. We did the Hermies for the first time last year, right, in 2024. We're doing them again. A little belated, a little delayed because it had some issues behind the scenes. It's been a very busy month, but I got them all together. And you guys, you are the ones who make the Hermies possible. It's not just me. You play a major role because you are voting in many of these categories, Chad. We have many returning categories, all right, celebrating film excellence, right, and stupidity. But I took a lot of feedback from you guys, took a lot of suggestions, and we have wonderful categories, like some great ones, like best fight scene, best unintentionally funny scene. You know, we have a best product placement in film. You know, best worst case of nepotism, which is a great one. We also have some new ones, which you guys have added, such as best gross moment, best spicy Herman rant, best watch party, best pretentious moment, all suggestions from you guys, and of all of it culminating in the best Herman picture, taking the 10 films that I liked the most from the previous year, from 2024, and you guys voting for them, chat. You guys selecting the very best Herman picture, so we can give it the respect that it deserves. Because the Oscars, you know, the Golden Globes, all these, they don't award everything that I think they should award. All right, but here we do that shit. And so I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's get a little music. Yeah, the Hermies, the second annual Hermies, chat. We have our two hosts along with me, Nosferatu, who's undead, and Dakota Johnson, whose career is dead. It's fun. So without further ado, chat, let me make sure I got all my things all set up. We're good. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to the first category of the second annual Hermies. And we're starting with a beloved category, chat. All right, we got a lot of good nominees in this one. We got Best Fight Scene, chat. The nominees for Best Fight Scene are Margaret Qualley versus Demi Hobgoblin, more in the substance, right? Great scene. Got Gene Kayak versus the Beavers and Hundreds of Beavers. Have Optimus Prime versus Megatron and Transformers 1. It was so tragic what happened there. Get the duel to the death between Timmy and Austin in Dune Part 2. The Super Saiyan Sonic versus Super Saiyan Shadow and Shadow the Hedgehog 3. You got Godzilla and Khan versus the Scar King and the Lizard Puppy and Godzilla X Khan Wakanda Forever, the New Empire. And finally, the last nominee, Deadpool versus Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine. And the winner is, chat. Oh, this one came out as a little bit of a surprise. This was a tough category. Some votes were literally tied, but there was one that came out on top, and that was Deadpool versus Wolverine. And Deadpool and Wolverine, we wanted to see the two of them fight each other for so long. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, right? And they do it. They do it multiple times in the movie. They stab each other. They shoot each other. They kiss each other. They hug each other. They hold hands. Their clothes come off. It's beautiful.
I don't fucking care.
Congratulations, Deadpool and Wolverine, on your first win of the night. Perhaps they'll win more. Perhaps they'll be the only award. We shall see. But good congratulations, Deadpool and Wolverine, for your success. Moving on, chat. Moving on. Next category. It's always a good one. It's one of my favorite categories, chat. One of my favorite categories. Best unintentionally funny scene in a film. The nominees are all the serious dialogue in Megalopolis, you know, Go Back to the Club and all that. Dakota Johnson acting in Madam Web. All the slow motion wheat in Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. Ariana DeBose talking about her dead grandma, who she never saw again after she died in Kraven the Hunter. and all the nepotism with M. Night Shyamalan's daughter in Trap. And the winner is, chat, this one won by a fucking mile, by the way. It had 90% of the votes. And the winner is Dakota Johnson, acting in Madam Web, if you want to call it that, chat. She is like one of the supreme Nepo babies. She's never had a good performance. She's usually the worst thing in everything she's in, and Madam Web is no exception. Holy shit. The only reason why she has a career is because of her parents and her dad, Don Johnson.
Little boy wanted to say thank you.
Take it. Just take it.
Congratulations, Dakota Johnson. It's gonna be one of the few things you actually win in your career. I don't think Madam Web's gonna go home without a few more awards, Chad. We shall see. We shall see. Not that I know. Moving on. Best voice actor. I pride myself on talking about animation, voice acting. I think they're the unsung heroes, chat, in film and television. Very talented folks. And we had a lot of talented performers this past year in a number of films I really enjoyed. And the nominees for Best Voice Actor are Ben Whitehead for Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. He took over. He is now Wallace, Chad. Wallace and Gromit. Wonderful performance. We have Kevin Durant in King of the Planet of the Apes. He was Proximus Caesar. He was great. He was wonderful. We have Reese Shearsmith. He was Norbot in Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Chris Hemsworth, who I thought did a fantastic job as Orion Pax, a.k.a. Optimus Prime in Transformers 1. And finally, Keanu Reeves in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And the winner is, chat, and this one also won by quite a few votes. I was surprised because I thought one particular person was going to run away with this, but nope. You guys surprised me. The winner is Keanu Reeves from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Listen, Keanu, he struggles as an actor. He says dialogue awkwardly, like just basic sentences. He can't really do very well. However, when it comes to voicing a black hedgehog, he's pretty goddamn good.
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
So congratulations, Keanu, for voicing Shadow the Hedgehog. You were a great part of that movie. But we're not over, chat. We're okay. We already got the men. We honored the men voice actors. Let's talk about those broad voice actors, those women. Let's do it. I know, like, when he was like, Maria, I got a little emotional. It's like, you know what, Shadow? You kill them all. Kill them all, Shadow. They don't deserve to live. I bought that. But moving on, chat. Best voice actress. The nominees are Amy Poehler for Inside Out 2, Return as Joy, did a great job. Lupita Nyong'o as Roz in The Wild Robot. Maya Hawke as Anxiety in Inside Out 2. Lauren Patel, who played the policewoman in Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. And Scarlett Johansson, who played RC in Transformers 1. And the winner is, chat, this doesn't come as no surprise, this also won by a mile, Lupita Nyong'o for The Wild Robot, voicing Roz. Beautiful movie, beautiful performance. Listen, the animals hated her in the beginning. They hated the shit out of her. But she didn't care because she had to be a mama. And she raised that little gosling. She made him fly good. She protected those animals and at her own expense. And you know what? She made the ultimate sacrifice, Jade. She made me cry. She made me cry.
Was this task accomplished to your satisfaction?
So congratulations, Lupita. You did good, kid. You did good. I think she's got a bright career, chat, like ahead of her. I think she's going to do pretty well. Calvin! Good to have you, Reggie. Welcome to the Hermies! We're talking about Lupita Nyong'o. She just won a Hermie. I think that she won her first Hermie. Will it be her only Hermie tonight? We'll find out. We'll find out, chat. We shall see. But so far, off to a pretty goddamn good start. Oh, we're moving on to a really good category, chat. Really good category here. One of my other favorites. I love this one. We have Best Death Scene. And the nominees are Monstro Elisu, bloodbath scene from The Substance. We have Nosferatu Sunlight Sex Trap. Lily Rose Depp used her boobies, used her vagine to trap him good. And he couldn't help himself. He got. Dakota Johnson's career in Madam Web. Optimus Prime's death in Transformers 1, and Dr. Robotnik's heroic sacrifice in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This one also was very close, Chad. This was one of the closer ones. But there can only be one victor, one winner. And the winner is, chat, Monstro Elisa Sue. The bloodbath scene, the end of The Substance. It was crazy. It went up there, it waddled up there, it tried to talk, but it couldn't because it just had a mouthful of meat and teeth and literally a breast. It vomited up a boob on stage, and everyone went, ah! They hated her, and they attacked her, and every time they lopped off a chunk of meat, it sprayed them like a fire hose of blood and gore. It was a beautiful scene. It was beautiful. It was grotesquely beautiful. Congratulations to The Substance on your first win of the evening, I believe. That's incredibly impressive. Yeah, it's the first win, Chaz. Nominated for several other things, but that's the first one. It will be the only win. We shall see. But congratulations to them. Fantastic. Moving on, chat, from Best Death Scene. We get to Best Animal and Mutie. And the nominees are Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley for The Substance because, as we know, they form into one Mutie at one point in the film. They are one. They are always one. Keanu Reeves' Shadow. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 might pick up another award. The cast of Flow and Flow. Gromit. Wallace and Gromit. Vengeance Most Foul. Gromit, loyal son of a bitch, chat. Gromit's he's the kind of dog you want in your life. Very loyal. Feathers McGraw returns, after, 30 years. He's back, chat. Excellent appearance in Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. And the animal assholes in The Wild Robot. And the winner is, and this was not a surprise, Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley for The Substance. They literally combined, these two talented actors combined into one grotesque organism. It presented itself in front of everyone. Vomiting boobs, blood, gore, got meat, and then separated. They're separate, but they're equal in a way. Right? Congratulations. Very good. Very good. Substance 2 is leading the awards. It's leading the awards, champ. Yeah. Gromit's the most loved dog. He is. I thought there might be a good chance he could have won. He's a cloud favorite. Please make me a better version of myself. Yes. I think Feathers McGraw, he's a penguin who wants to be a chicken. It does. He does. He's like, he's unsatisfied with himself. This was a good category. This was a very good category. I like this one a lot. Good picks. Good picks. Moving on. We have Best Worst Poster. A lot of bad posters, chap, this year. I've showed you some of those who voted no of these posters. They're really bad. Oh, excuse me, I'm not best poster. My God, I already fucked it up. All right, chat. Next category, we're doing Best Worst Wig and Makeup. There's been a lot of great, wigs and makeup this year, but there's also been a lot of bad ones, chat. And these are the worst of the worst. At the top, we have Henry Cavill with his giant fucking head and his weird haircut in Argyle. We have Bill Skarsgård in The Crow with his many tattoos and his skullet, chat. We have the newborn hybrid knockoff thing in Alien Romulus. It was terrible. Went like that, and I laughed. And we have the Hellboy creatures from Hellboy the Crooked Man, the movie that cost like 2 nickels. And the winner is chat, and this one ran away with it, not surprised at all. Henry Cavill for Argyle. I believe this is his first Hermie. This is his first Hermie, and I doubt it will be his last. But my God, his hair was truly wretched. It was embarrassing. Much like the movie Argyle. Congratulations, Henry, on your first Hermie.
Nope. That was bad.
And now, moving on to the one I actually said would be the next category, but it's not. We have Best Worst Poster. Many terrible posters this year. Those that voted saw them. I will be sure to include them in post. You can see how awful they're terrible. They're going to appear right now. And now we're back. Okay, good. But Best Worst Poster, the nominees are The Crow. It's just Bill Skarsgård looking like this with his skullet. Twisters, it's like a shittier version of the original poster. Twisters was actually pretty good. Just looks more like fake. Madam Web, it's just Dakota Johnson staring at you dead-eyed. She can't even do that right. Hitman, a movie I didn't see, but it's not a very good poster. And Gladiator 2, it's just Paul Mescal kneeling. It's just them showing off his kneecaps for whatever reason. It's very bizarre. And the winner is, chat, this one was close, but the winner was Madam Web. Madam Web has taken home quite a few Hermies so far, chat. And it won for worst poster now. Uninspired design. It's literally just like clip art. You know, it's like, even if the movie sucked, you could have done like a hand-drawn poster. That would have been better than what we got. But that's not what we got. We got Madam Web. Congratulations, Madam Web. Like her acting, it is truly terrible. It is the worst. Moving on. Next category, we have Best Product Placement. I'll tell you right now, this this one was very clear. Only one got I think one got 90% of the vote. I think you can guess. The nominees are Pepsi and Madam Web. The sign literally crushed the villain at the end of the movie. We also have Pop-Tarts and Unfrosted, Chow Gardens and Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Salika Shyamalan and Trap, Shyamalan's daughter, one of his daughters, Tinder and Bumble in the Garfield movie, and Ollie's and Harold Purple Crane. I don't know what Ollie's is. I have no idea what that is. People were insistent on putting it on the list, and I did. But, chat, Ollie's was not the winner. Instead, the winner by a fucking mile was Pepsi. Congratulations, Madam Web. How many have they won so far? I think they've won 3 or 4 awards. They're sweeping the Hermies. It's incredible. Also, Pepsi's first win. I doubt it'll be their last, but Pepsi's. Congratulations. I mean, it played an active role. Dakota Johnson not drinking it, but just holding it for the camera awkwardly as she tried to act. And then later on, it came back when it killed the villain. It crushed him. The sign was more proactive than any of the Spider Women in the film. It was crazy. So congratulations, Pepsi and Madam Web, on your win, your latest win. I'm sure it won't be your last. Okay. Moving on. Oh, I love this category. This one always tickles me. Always tickles me, every year. Best worst case of nepotism. We got 3 people. 3 people, chat. Some familiar faces, too. And two people are from the same family. 2 of the nominees from the same family, chat. And the nominees are Salika Shyamalan from Trap. The next nominee is Dakota Johnson from Madam Web. She's in a lot of categories. And Ashana Shyamalan for The Watcher. She directed the film. And the winner is, chat, again by a mile, is Salika Shyamalan. Right? She was Lady Raven in the movie. That was the concert that the characters went to. And in real life, Salika Shyamalan, she's a singer. But M. Night said, you know what? The whole movie's just gonna be about showcasing my daughter singing and literal just entire performances. We watch entire songs in the film, and even though you can just cut away from it, you're gonna listen to my daughter sing. It's obnoxious. It's obnoxious and it's insulting because her singing is fine, her acting is atrocious.
How you all doing? You having fun?
So congratulations, Salika Shyamalan. I doubt this will be your last Hermie. Moving on. Moving on from that, chat. We have, it's always a fun one. Best Worst Accent, a.k.a. the Tom Hardy Award. This is usually a character that has a funny voice or something's wrong with their voice, chat. Something's just weird, something's just off about it, okay? That's what we got right here. Best Worst Accent. We have a lot of great nominees this year. We have Russell Crowe for Kraven the Hunter. He had maybe a Russian accent. I don't know. We have Tom Hardy. Oh, of course. This is the category. It's named after him. So he's got to be in a chat for Venom the Last Dance. We have Alessandro for Novola for Kraven the Hunter. Played the Rhino. Had a weird Russian dance. There's a weird thing of his mouth at one point in the movie where he tries to scream, but he doesn't really scream. It's awkward. Tahir Rahim's dubbing. Most of his dialogue is dubbed, and he sounds weird. Very whispery throughout Madam Web. And the cast of Trap for Trap, because they all sound like in many M. Night Shyamalan movies. All of his characters, for whatever reason, sound like lifeless fucking automatons. It doesn't make any sense, chat. Across the board. I don't get it. But the winner... And this one actually surprised me. I did not expect this. This was a dark horse. I didn't think this person would win, but they ended up winning, chat. And that is Tahar Rahim's dubbing in Madam Web. Beat out Tom Hardy. I thought Tom Hardy's usually the fucking fan favorite, but nope. Tahar Rahim and his dubbing, the dubbing and the lip sync didn't match whatsoever, and it was just awkward and unintentionally funny for everyone involved.
I came from nothing, less than nothing. I will not give up.
So yeah, congratulate Madam Web again. I think they've won like 2/3 of the awards so far, 2/3 of the Hermies. They're sweeping. They're sweeping. It's incredible. Tomorrow's just gonna be in the category every year. Maybe. It's been 3 movies we're used to. Hardy's Eddie. Yeah, I had to nominate him. He's a legacy nominee. Moving on from that, we got a lot more, baby. A lot more. This is a new one. This one was, I credit you guys for this one. You recommend this one. Best monologue. I love a good monologue in a movie. The nominees are Demi Moore for I Hate Myself monologue for The Substance. It's great. It's when she looks like a hobgoblin and when she's talking to like the lifeless body of Margaret Qualley. Willa Fitzgerald in Strange Darling, one of the most underrated movies of last year. I don't want to say too much about it because the more you don't know, the better it is. But she has let's just say she did some kinky stuff, and her little role play monologue was great. Kevin Durant as a monkey, as an ape in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. What a wonderful day. So great. As he bastardizes Caesar's teachings as Proximus Caesar. Hugh Grant talking about board games and Monopoly and Heretic. Wonderful. And Hugh Jackman yelling at Deadpool. And Deadpool and Wolverine. He does it a lot, but he has one particular sequence where he does it very, very well. This one honestly surprised me, Chad. That's another one that shocked me, but you guys voted for it. And the winner is Hugh Jackman yelling at Deadpool. He just had enough of him. It's like, what do you mean educated wish? And then after he heard that, he just fucking broke Deadpool down. Deadpool didn't say anything. Just let Hugh Jackman show his stuff, and he did a great job in that sequence. You know, Wolverine talking about his experiences and how they've informed him as a person, but also just saying like, Deadpool, shut the fuck up. And he did it very well. It's one of the highlights of the movie. It was a great moment in the movie. One of the best dramatic points of the film.
You know what? You're a fucking joke. No wonder the Avengers didn't take you, or the X-Men, and they'll take fucking anyone. I mean, you are a ridiculous, immature, half-wit moron.
So congratulations, Hugh, on your first, one of your first Hermies. Not too bad. And moving on, champ, There's another good one. This one was also created by you guys. Give you all the credit for this one, chap. Best derp moment. We have Gene Kayak tries to survive in the first 30 minutes of Hundreds of Beavers. Wonderful scene. We have John Voight's boner in Megapolis. He makes you look at it. Wallace without technology and Wallace and Gromit vengeance most foul. He just becomes an idiot. Doesn't know how to do it. Can't even butter his bread. Can't put on his shoes. He's useless. Isabella Merced injecting black goo into herself for some reason in Alien Romulus. And the Spider Women being dumb in the diner, despite being told implicitly, specifically, to keep a low profile. They decide not to, and they decide to do the inexplicable thing of going to a local diner and just dancing at tables like a bunch of morons. But, chat, the winner, again by a mile, and this one didn't surprise me because even watching the film, I'm like, why are you doing this? And it was because they just can't, because Ridley Scott can't help himself. You got to keep the black goo in there. You got to keep putting it in there. The winner is Isabella Merced injecting black goo into herself for some reason and creating a weird, stupid fucking baby thing. That sets up a horrible third act for Alien Romulus. Congratulations. The black goo consistently for so many films, whether it's Prometheus, whether it's Alien Covenant, or even most recently Alien Romulus, it keeps ruining aspects of the Alien franchise. Just please, for the love of God, stop it.
Where is that?
Probably some fucked up bioweapon, I'm sure.
It's so dumb. Stop it, Ridley Scott. Just retire. There you go. Moving on, chat. Oh, the black goo. And we get to best gross moment. Speaking of goo, best gross moment. And the nominees are Monstro Elisa Sue is born in The Substance. Count Orlok Zombie Dick. It's rotten, chat, and it's big. It's big and it's hefty and it's girthy. And for Nosferatu, Worms Inside My Skin in Late Night of the Devil, where they're literally popping out of people's tummies. Dennis Quaid eats shrimp in The Substance, one of the first big body horror scenes. And Birthing the Antichrist in The First Omen, kind of a dark horse, chat, but a really good scene. In a movie that was underappreciated, in my opinion. And the winner again, by a mile. This was a 2-horse race, but this one won out by a couple of votes. And the winner is, chat, Dennis Quaid eats shrimp. The way he ate those shrimp, it's not like him just eating shrimp. It's him like eating the shrimp, like taking the shells off, putting them in just copious amounts of butter, and just shoving his face. And his skin looks terrible. His teeth are all rotten because he's smoking all the time. And it's just the munching and the squelching and the goop falling out. He doesn't eat. He eats with his mouth open. He doesn't close it.
People just love that. I mean, that's just the way it is. So you're me.
Horrifying. Spitting everywhere, spitting and sputtering. So congratulations, Dennis Quaid, on your first Hermie. And congratulations to The Substance for all of your wins so far. Very impressive. But we're not done, chat. Far from done. Far from done. We got some other categories here. Best spicy Herman rant. So you guys know I like to rant. You guys know I love to talk. I'll admit it, I do. I do love to talk. I like to get on a tear about something. Either something I'm like really passionate about that I love, or oftentimes, usually it's people that a lot of people like this. It's when I get angry, I get mad, I get frustrated, I get disappointed, I get sad. And there were a number of bad films last year that I really, really disliked. And these were a few of them, or just moments in general. They didn't have to be a film. Just going off on something. And the nominees are, chat, my Megalopolis review, Borderlands review, Madam Web review, Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scar Giver review, Craven the Hunter review, Amelia Perez review, and the Black Goo rant. The Black Goo rant. I'll tell you what, this was a 2-horse race. It was between two things. I thought one would definitely take it, but nope, it was the other one. And I was a little surprised by this, but it was between these two. The winner was Amelia Perez. My Amelia Perez review. It's a terrible film. The only reason why it was nominated was for sociopolitical reasons, and even those sociopolitical reasons, those themes the movie brings up, how it handles them, executes them is terrible. It's terrible. It's a horrible movie. Like even the themes and the message is mishandled, but then the musical aspects are terrible. None of the songs are memorable or good. The performances are generic and very one note. No one has really an arc. Everyone's really boring. I hate it. At the heart of it, it just has this really troubling message that people, I think, should look at pretty hard and dissect and realize that this movie is rotten to the core, in my opinion. It's a very troubling film. I thought the Black Goo rant would win, but you went with Amelia Perez. Fair enough. That was the big winner. Big winner. Amelia Perez controversy just kept going. It kept going. It kept going and going and going. It was a pop culture zeitgeist. You're right, Catsface. You're right. Yep. And another thing. That's what this should be called. That's the Best Spicy Herman rant, a.k.a. And Another Thing award. I'll modify that for next year. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Deadpool. Thank you. Vanja, Mr. Bro was your category. Nice, Vanja. Nice. Moving on, Shay. We got some more. Don't you worry. Oh, here we go. All right, I got the winners. Here we go, Chad. New category. Best pretentious moment. Oh, there was a lot of moments where I just thought this. I don't like to use the word pretentious because I think it's overused. But when I use it, I mean it. And the nominees are Philosophy 101 with Franny Coppola and Megalopolis. Every slow motion shot in Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar, which is like 2/3 of the movie. Every song in Joker Filet Adieu. They serve no purpose. In Joker Filet Adieu, as I like to affectionately call it, Joker Omelette du Fromage. Every soapbox moment in the American Society of Magical Negroes. And every song in Amelia Perez. And this one won by a mile, too. Doesn't come as a surprise. And the winner is every song in Amelia Perez. None of them were good. Even when I heard the first song, I was like, oh, that was weird. That didn't really work for me. Right? And then it's like, oh, they just kept getting worse and worse. And then we heard, penis to vagina. So you gotta be kidding me. I can't take this seriously.
Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
Awful songs. None of them memorable. All of them sung poorly. There you go. Not a surprise, chat. Amelia Perez getting a lot of awards already, chat. Not bad, not bad. Madam Web's got some competition this year. I'll tell you what. If you want to call them songs. True. Very true. Moving on, my friends. All right. Let's move on to something happy. Best saddest moment. The nominees are Bright Bill loves Roz and the Wild Robot. Joy calms anxiety and Inside Out 2. Honora breaks down with Igor or Igor in Honora. Megatron betrays Optimus Prime. I got Water Ride in Transformers 1. And Maria dies in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And the winner, and this one was tough. A lot of these had some votes. But one managed to just get one extra vote and pulled it off. And the winner is, chat, Bright Bill loves Roz. Remember when Bright Bill said, "I fucking hate you, Roz," after Roz revealed, like, what she accidentally did to, like, Bright Bill's family? But then Bright Bill realized that if it wasn't for Roz doing what she did, then he probably wouldn't have survived. And he wouldn't have the life that he has now. And he realized that. And he realized that Roz sacrificed so much to protect the asshole animals on that island and protect him. And he was like, I'm an asshole. And then he said, I love you, Mom. He said, I love you, Mom. And it was like, I cried.
What happened was not your fault. But what you did to try and fix it is everything. I love you. Mom.
Oh my God, it was a beautiful moment. Beautiful moment in the film. Wonderful movie. Highly recommend checking it out. Another win for the Wild Robot, chat. Another win for the Wild Robot. Not bad. Not bad. I'll tell you what, Lupita Nyong'o, she's good at dying. She's real good at dying, chat. Oh man, might be a category. Moving on, we have Best Mystical Magical Minority. This usually is a minority, a person of a different race or ethnicity, not white, who has magical abilities. Or supernatural abilities, or science fiction, sci-fi abilities, able to, do crazy shit in the film. And the nominees are, chat, I love this category, Best Mystical Magical Minority. We have Alphaba Throp in Wicked, the American Society of Magical Negroes in the American Society of Magical Negroes, Calypso in Kraven the Hunter, Andy in Alien Romulus. I actually like his character. He's pretty good. And the Firebender guy, played by Kumail Nanjiani in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And the winner by a mile, chat, just come as a surprise. She did a great job. Alphaba Throp, played by Cynthia Erivo. Wicked. One of its first big wins of the night. Congratulations. You did such a great job. She was green. I didn't mind that she was green, especially because we're like in a world of freaks anyway. It's Oz. You got talking animals. You got like half hybrid things walking around. Everyone's dressed kooky and loony. It's like, you guys are really mad that she's green? What's wrong with you? So congratulations, Alpha, but you deserved it. She deserves it, chat. She had a Boehner Masson too, I'll tell you what. All right, speaking of minorities, Best BLACKRIFICE and or Minority Sacrifice, one of my favorite categories, chat. You have a lot of minorities, you have a lot of people, different ethnicities, races, oftentimes sacrificing themselves so the white characters can survive, chat. But in order for them to survive, the minorities need to sacrifice themselves. And the nominees are Duna Bay, who is the samurai lady in Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver. Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, right? Lupita Nyong'o, 2 movies, chat. She gets gotten 2. A Quiet Place Day 1 and The Wild Robot. Had to make sure that cat lived. Had to make sure Bright Bill and those asshole animals were okay. Peter Mensa in Gladiator 2. He got eaten by a bunch of monkeys. And the Brown Friends and Twisters. Those are the Brown Friends at the beginning of the movie. They didn't have names, chat, but they were brown. That's all I know. And the winner, by a mile, wasn't surprised by this one. Cynthia. Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh shit. It's like a. No. It's like a La La Land in a. It's like a La La Land situation. No, my mistake. Hold on. I just got the result right here. My apologies. Cynthia, sit your green ass down. You didn't win, okay? Lupita Nyong'o, get your ass up here. I pulled a Warren Beatty. Lupita Nyong'o pulling double duty, of course, for A Quiet Place Day 1 and The Wild Robot. My apology. I got Cynthia Erivo's hopes up. Didn't want to do that, chat. And I squashed them. Oh, she just won. She just won, like, literally one award ago. She's fine. Take your award. Shut up. Sit down. There you go. Congratulations, Lupita. She's sweeping. Wow, Robot. They're getting a lot of awards, chat. Lupita Nyong'o. She's doing a great job. Great job.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my performance?
But we're not done, chat. We got a few more left. Here we go. All right, moving on for all the dead minorities. We got to get to best most annoying character. There was a lot of annoying characters this year, chat, but only 5 made the list. And the nominees are Claptrap for Borderlands, the Spider Women, the Spider Broads for Madam Web, Lucius in Gladiator 2. He was nothing like his dad, which they retconned, which is terrible. Salika Shyamalan for Trap, OK Singer, terrible actress, and Furry Aquafina in Kung Fu Panda 4. I don't remember what her character's name was in Kung Fu Panda 4. I didn't care to even fucking look it up. So it's just Furry Aquafina because it's just her doing the same goddamn voice anyway. But the winner, this one won by a heck of a lot of votes. Wasn't surprised at all. The winner is Claptrap from Borderlands. Borderlands, one of the worst video game adaptations of all time, just across the board. Poorly directed, poorly written, terrible CGI. Didn't embrace the tenets that people love about the game, the aspects that people love the game. But Claptrap, my God. If you hated him in the video games, I don't even hate him. I think he's kind of funny. I can see you get aggravated by him sometimes. But wow. They made him even more annoying in the film. One of Jack Black's worst roles, though what they wrote for him wasn't great.
Beat it. I'm a Hyperion brand CL4P-TP. Possibly the last of my kind still in service. But you can call me... Whoopsie! You accidentally shot me in the face again. As I was saying, you can call me Claptrap.
Terrible. Terrible. Congratulations, Borderlands, on your first win of the night. Moving on, my friends. Moving on. We have, this one. This was a huge category. Everyone loves this category, chat. One of my most popular ones for the Hermies. We've had a lot of great nominees last year, chat. We had Godzilla. Godzilla actually won last year, and Godzilla is nominated again. Isn't that amazing? But we're talking about Best Lizard Person. The nominees are Bill Skarsgård for Nosferatu, Demi Moore for The Substance, Austin Butler for Dune Part 2, Adam Driver for Megapolis, David Dastmalchian for Late Night of the Devil, and Godzilla again. Look at that. Godzilla X-Con Wakanda Forever, The New Empire. Will fucking Godzilla win it 2 years in a row? Wouldn't surprise me, but chat, that's not how it's going to be tonight. The winner is Bill Skarsgård for Nosferatu. Bill, you're weird looking, all right? You're weird. You're not as handsome as your dad or Alexander or any of your other siblings. It's like you came out of the vat too early, like a preemie Skarsgård. But that's okay. You made it work for you. You made it work for you because you're great at playing like sewer clowns, right? You're great at playing like the weird undead guy that comes back as the crow. You're not good at that one, but you're also really good at playing an undead, rotting, vampire lord with a huge zombie dick. So congratulations, Bill. You are indeed the best lizard person this year.
I am an appetite. Nothing more.
Fantastic, chat. Congratulations to Bill Skarsgård. And also for Nosferatu. Very good, very good. Moving on, chat. So we have a few more. We're not quite done. We still have a few more categories, some exciting ones too. Some ones that you guys created actually just this past year. We have best worst line of dialogue. We've had a lot of bad dialogue this year, no question, champ. And the nominees are, he was in the Amazon with my mom researching spiders in the Amazon right before she died. In Madam Web, we also have She Died, and I never saw her again in Kraven the Hunter. We have all the exposition dialogue at the table in Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, which they're all the same. It's like it's different characters, but they all are sad. We go to their planets. They're all blue and gray. Everything's in slow motion. Their families all died, and they swore vengeance against It's the same fucking story. And we have I'm a cry now and cry some more later kind of guy from The Crow. And we have all of Claptrap's jokes in Borderlands. And the winner, which this came as no surprise because everyone was clowning on it for a very long time, and I'm glad that it won. It is He Was in the Amazon with My Mom researching spiders. right before she died. Madam Web continuing to sweep in many of these categories, chap. Taking home, I believe, many of the Hermies this year. Very impressive. Congratulations, Madam Web, on so much of your success for being so terrible.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Moving on. To, best fart sniffing movie, chat. A movie that got high on its own supply. A movie that had its nose right up its own asshole because it thought what it was farting out smelled so good, was so good. Well, guess what, honey bunny? It's anything but good. Matter of fact, it's shit. It smells like shit. And that's why we call this category best fart sniffing movie. Which I think Edgy Berserker came up with this category, so thank you, Edgy Berserker. And the nominees are Amelia Perez, Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, Megapolis, The American Society of Magical Negroes, and Joker 2, I was going to say Omelette du Fromage, Joker 2, Filet du. And the winner, and this one, it was between, I'll tell you what, it's between two, but only one out, Chad. We won by another vote. And the winner is Amelia Perez. So many people said this movie was brilliant, said it was the greatest movie of last year. But then everyone else saw it. People that didn't see it, like in festivals, and went, what the fuck?
From penis to vagina.
Like, it's poorly written, it's poorly shot. You know? The themes are terrible. How you depict Mexico is inaccurate. How you showcase the trans community, the LGBTQ community is wrong, disgusting. Both groups hate it. You know, the songs are terrible. It sucks. Amelia Perez, you're the worst. You're a fart sniffer. Congratulations, Amelia Perez, on another win. All right, moving on, chat, to best worst cringe moment. I should just tell you what the winner is. I don't even feel like I should even read out the nominees. I'm like, I should just tell you, but I'll do it because, you know why? Because all these moments were cringe. They all made me go, all of us, many of us go, oh, geez, ugh. You know? Couldn't even laugh. It was just like, what the fuck? So I'll read them out. The nominees are Joker getting graped in Joker 2, Omelette du Fromage, the comedy in Unfrosted, Penis to Vagina, in Amelia Perez, Space Suite in Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, the oil skating scene in Argyle, and the Post Malone fight with CGI sweat in Roadhouse. And the winner is, as you all know, chat, man to woman, woman to man, man to woman, penis to vagina. Everyone knew. Everyone voted for this one. This was a big one. This was a big one, guys. Oh my God! Like when that happened, I remember like at that point, like I was like, I'm not liking this movie. I think this movie's when that moment happened, I went, oh, something. There's some bullshit going on. It's like I can't imagine a single fucking person. So that song's great. It's like, really? Really? Like all those critics. I'm like, you didn't see this movie. Just a bunch of fucking liars. Just ridiculous. The worst here. I will tell you what, it's the only song that's memorable except for that one part. And it's not because it's good. It's just because it's so terrible. It's also very unintentionally funny. But when you first hear it, it's like, oh my God. So there you go, chat. That one. Amelia Perez. Getting a lot of awards. Not too bad. But we're not done yet. We got a few more left. A few more categories. Moving on to best most mid movie. These movies were either first, some of these I just downright didn't like at all, that I hated. But among a lot of you guys, you're like, Some people liked these, some people didn't. Most people were like, it's fine. It's fine at best. Fine at best, chat, right? That's what this is. Mid. Best most mid movie. The nominees are The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, Moana 2, Twisters, Civil War, and Gladiator 2. And the winner, chat, which, again, I'm not invested because I think any of these are worthy of winning, personally. But the winner is Moana 2. Moana was such a great film. It was wonderful. It was one of the best movies of 2016, and I would have loved to see it. Let's do a sequel to Moana. And then they took what was supposed to be a TV series, and they combined the episodes to make a movie, and you could tell. You could really tell. It just wasn't written as well. Like, it looked good, but the songs were terrible. Lin-Manuel Miranda wasn't involved. No one had an arc. Moana and Maui didn't have arcs. Mid. I didn't like the Bat Lady song. I did like the Bat Lady song, though. Other than that, Get Lost, I like her song, but I didn't, and nothing else.
Get lost, cut loose, and lose your way. There ain't no fun in holding back, babe.
Moana 2 had no reason to be that bland. That's the thing. That's why it was just so disappointing. I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Because the original one is so good. We did a watch party for it not too long ago. It's a wonderful movie. So it's a shame. It's a shame, chap. But you know what's not a shame? Best himbo. No shame in being a great fucking himbo, in my opinion. Shit, we got a lot of good himbos this past year. And the nominees are for Best Himbo, Willem Dafoe for Nosferatu, because Willem Dafoe is one of the best himbos working today, as we all know. That's a sexy man, chap. Khan from Godzilla, X-Kong, Wakanda Forever, The New Empire. Hugh Jackman in Deadpool and Wolverine. Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Kevin Durant and Abigail. They literally call him a himbo in the film. And Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu in Nosferatu. And this was a surprise. This was a dark horse. I didn't think this person would pull it off, but I mean, I think the fact that they literally called him a himbo in the movie probably helped him, put him over the edge. And the winner is, chap, Kevin Durant for Abigail. He's got like this very swole, beefy, body. And they compliment him on it in the movie. And at one point, I think Catherine Newton calls him a himbo.
Peter, stop fucking around.
And he's like, I guess I am. And he is, because he won Best Himbo, Jack. So congratulations, Kevin Durant, for being a big old himbo and for being an ape. Being evil ape Jesus. Not bad. I love him. He's good. He's a good actor. He's a really good actor. And hey, speaking of himbos, chat, like, it's not all about the men, okay? All right, it's not all about the men. Let's also represent for the women. But I guess some of the men are also nominated here. We have Best Beefers, a new category also created by you guys. And the nominees are Sydney Sweeney for Immaculate. Not a surprise. I think she's going to have to be nominated. Demi Moore for The Substance. She bears a lot of boobs. More than 2, I'll tell you what. Margaret Qualley for The Substance. Same thing. Ditto. Hugh Jackman for Deadpool and Wolverine. He's got some big old man beefers. I mean, especially when his fucking thing gets all ripped. I was like, oh. Even Deadpool's like, whoa. Khan. He's got big beefers. Kaiju-sized beefers. And Godzilla X-Kong, Wakanda Forever, The New Empire. And Mike Mattis from Manor. Not as big as anybody else's, but she showed him a lot. She showed him a lot in the Nor. No question. And the winner, chap, not a surprise. Not a surprise. Sydney Sweeney for Immaculate. Sydney Sweeney, you know what you got, girl. You're working it. You're showing it off. You're like, you know what? I got big boobs. I'm going to show them off. I don't care. You know what? But I'm also going to take on interesting projects. Because the thing is, chat, she's just not a pair of boobs. She's a person. A talented person. And wants to continue to prove herself. But she also wants to show off her boobs at the same time. And for that, congratulations, Sydney, on your first Hermie. And I think it won't be your last, especially in this category. They're the best of the breast of both worlds, indeed. All right, chat, moving on. We have Best Hype Moment. We have a lot of nominees for this moment, chat. A lot of nominees. And the nominees are Monstro Elisa Sue in The Substance. This is so crazy. Live and Learn Super Saiyan Team Up in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. NSYNC Deadpool Dance in Deadpool and Wolverine. Defying Gravity in Wicked. Like a Prayer Sacrifice scene in Deadpool and Wolverine. Gene Kayak fighting Mecha Beaver and Hundreds of Beavers. Reggie killing all those guys in Bad Boys Ride or Die. I don't want any more disrespect to Reggie from Will Smith or Martin Lawrence. Okay, Reggie stands on his own 2 feet. And Electra, Blade, and Gambit return in Deadpool and Wolverine. And the winner, chat, this was also very close, but the winner was Defying Gravity in Wicked. You know what? You know, Alpha Bathrop, Cynthia Erivo, she got some pipes on her, and she knocked that sound out of the park, chat. She did a wonderful job. People were crying in my theater. It was a really good number. She did great. That's lot of good music in the film, but that's the one that was like, whoa. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Very close. Very close, but congratulations, Wicked, on another win. Not too bad, not too bad. There you go, chat. Well, we only have how many do we have? We have 3 more, chat. We're almost done. I would argue these are the 3 most important Hermies of the evening. The 3 most important Hermies, because a lot of them revolve around me. They're kind of all about me, and I thought, well, since this award show is like literally named after me, so that's why they take precedent. They take precedent, chat. So here we go. Best high Chris moment. There's a lot. There's a lot of high Chris moments, chat. And the nominees are when the title popped in Hundreds of Beavers 30 minutes in, and then an hour and 20 minutes in, I was like, oh, the movie just started. But then we had like this 3-minute preamble, and then the title of the movie, Hundreds of Beavers, is like near the end of the movie. It was crazy. So that one. When Norbot the Gnome showed up in Wallace and Gromit Avengers Most Foul, because before that we watched Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and I was talking about how much I love gnomes. It's just so cute. And then Deadpool got excited. Some other people got excited because Avengers Most Foul is focusing on gnomes. I was like, get a gnome! I couldn't believe it. So that was a good one. Incest reveal in Loved Ones, much to Nia Brownie's chagrin, who told us to watch Loved Ones. And we always make fun of Nia Brownie because for whatever reason, so many of her watch party picks have incest. Like a lot. It's like it kept happening for like several weeks in a row. The consistency was wild, and like she said, this movie's great. It doesn't have any incest, and literally incest is like the second major plot element of the film. It's like they kidnap that guy, and then the incest between the man and his daughter. Like that's pretty much very important. The twist of the Froggers and I See You blew. The movie like starts out like Snowman bad, but once it's revealed what's really going on in that house, it becomes like a really good thriller. So that really surprised me. I'm kind of on Gary Busey's side and Higher in the House until I wasn't. I was kind of on his side because the husband in the movie was kind of a dick. And Gary Busey was like, are you able to manipulate the situation to win? He never really doesn't, and he does some foul shit, so I can't support him. But I was on his side for a little bit. Shakma becoming our late 80s, early 90s Craven origin story in Spider-Man TV series, which I feel like should happen. I think that would be great. Where, like, what if Sergei Kravenov was actually like a role play, like a D&D guy, but then a fucking crazed baboon escaped and started eating all of his friends' faces, and he defeated that baboon, but it made him, like, lust for the hunt, and he became good. Would have been really good. We have Ass Theft and Fresh, where really good body horror serial killer movie where Sebastian Stan is eating people, but he's keeping them alive for a long time. And one character, he literally removes their ass, and they don't have an ass in the movie. Like, they're still alive, but it's like, oh, you got to live without an ass now. That was horrifying. Didn't like that, but it was cool. Losing my mind watching Paprika. Wonderful movie, chat. It's just, again, I go in. Don't read like the plot of the film. Even if you do read the plot, don't worry. You're going to see some amazing visuals. Like, watch that movie High. It's absolutely gorgeous. What a wonderful film. Watch it again recently, actually, for audio commentary for Deadpool. Ichabod Crane fucks despite being fugly. One of my favorite watch parties I think we did this past year. It was so funny watching just Ichabod. Again, I was so high watching that. And Ichabod Crane, like, he just goes from town to town just banging all the broads. And he's like, fuck ugly. He looks like a goddamn stork. But he's got the riz. He's got what did the kids say? He's got that riz. He's got that charisma, right? But yeah, that was just great. I love that. And then the last one, Chris freaking out watching Crispin Glover dancing Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. So I almost had 2 anxiety attacks last year while watching a watch party. One I had afterwards, actually. But the first one where it almost happened, but I calmed down, and it was when we were watching Friday the 13th part 4, the final chapter, we're introduced to Crispin Glover, who is just not on the same wavelength as the other characters in the film. He's just weird. Just like Crispin Glover. But then there's the scene, the iconic scene where he starts dancing, and it made me very nervous. And I was like, Jason Voorhees needs to kill him very soon. And thankfully he does. He did it. And so my anxiety went away. But I was feeling really weird. I had a bit of a bad trip. And then we watched, this is just an aside, and we watched the sixth one, Friday the 13th, Part 6, which is not as good as a lot of people say. I think 5 is much better. New Beginning is infinitely better. Any case, we watched that one, and then I was, like, that last hour, I was not doing well. I got very quiet because I was like, I think I'm having a panic attack. And then the movie ended. I was like, all right, guys, I got to go. And then I had to, like, go to bed, and I was, like, kind of shaking. So that was crazy. But those are the nominees. And then this, great nominees. All well-deserved, chat. But this one was the big winner. The big winner was when the title popped in Hundreds of Beavers 3 minutes in, and then an hour and 20 minutes in. Are we getting to the credits? Holy fucking shit. What? How much have we watched so far? That is insane. I just realized. No, the real movie stars. What do you mean the real movie stars? What the fuck we been watching? Yup. What? That was the winner. Congratulations. Hundreds of Beavers on your Hermie. All these were great, though. All these were great. Really high Chris moments. And there were more. And there were more high Chris moments, too. There were a ton of them. Like, that we could have added, but the list would have been huge. It would have been massive. Maybe we can expand it next year. But here we go, chat. The final 2 categories. Oh, these are good ones. These are really good ones. Here we go. Best watch party. We did a ton of watch parties, chat, last year, and we're doing so many more now this year. It's been an absolute blast. One of my favorite things to do now as a content creator with you guys. I hope you guys have been really enjoying them, seriously. They're so much fun. I've been uploading a lot of the audios from the watch parties to Patreon, too, for free, so please feel free to check it out in case you missed one. Got the audio right there for you. It's like we're in the room with you. Go ahead and watch it with whatever movie we're watching. But the nominees are, chat. There's a lot of nominees. I See You, Hider in the House, Shakma, Convoy, hell yeah, Hundreds of Beavers, Planet of the Apes 2001, The Loved Ones, Day of the Animals, The Chipmunk Adventure, Stone Cold, Evolver, The Adventures of Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad, Class of 1984, Class of 1999, The Barbarian Brothers, Rem Lazar, Paprika, The Intruder, Miami Connection, Luck of the Irish, Moto Hell, Obira, Horror of the Deep, and Showdown Little Tokyo. All these were so much fun. We could have added more, honestly, too. This one was very, very close. Very, very close. But the winner was, chat, Hundreds of Beavers. Hundreds of Beavers, which was one of my favorite movies of last year. I think it was number 5. And that was my first time watching it with you guys. But that was just such a treat. Just such a wonderful little film. Just the overall aesthetic, what it was paying homage to, what it took from everything from Looney Tunes to video games. Really great movie. But like all of these, seriously, were just so much fun. So huge congratulations to all the nominees. You're all well deserving. But the winner was Hundreds of Beavers. Busey was robbed. Well, so Stone Cold was great. I love Stone Cold. Convoy was really fun. Have there ever been a watch party where there was just completely unsalvageable? Only if it was like a technical thing that we had. But all of them for the most part. Like I have some older ones that we had, but the audio's layered on top, and so I'd have to do like a compilation video of that one. I just need to get an editor to do all that for me, which hopefully will be soon. More on that in April. But moving on, chat. Okay, that was the penultimate award, and now here we go. The most important award of the Hermies of the night, the best Herman picture, which are the movies that I liked the most from the previous year, and you guys have to pick one. And the nominees are The Substance, Nosferatu, Late Night of the Devil, Inside Out 2, Hundreds of Beavers, The Wild Robot, Strange Darling, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Heretic, and Honor. And the winner is, chat, by a good amount, by the way. And it's also the movie that should have won Best Picture this year at the Oscars. But guess what? We're not the Oscars. We're better than the Oscars. We're the fucking Hermies. And the winner is The Substance. Ah, The Substance, it's so good. It's a perfect body horror film, one of the best body horror films ever made, certainly of this decade, certainly of this century so far, of the last 25 years. Corley Fargay, however you say your name, you did a great job, girl. You killed it. You knocked it out of the park. Demi Moore, it's the best role of her career. Proved Margaret Qualley's a rising star. Dennis Quaid, you eat shrimp real gross. You did a good job, too. Incredible makeup effects. Incredible score. Great editing. Great music. It's just a great movie. I loved it. Some people didn't like it. They thought it was gross. I'm like, that's the point. I love its themes. I love what it was commenting on. Celebridom, culture, beauty, women in the film industry, how they're ostracized when they get old. It's just great. Wonderful film. Congratulations to Substance. You joined the likes of Godzilla -1 from last year. Also won the best Herman picture of last year, chat. Congratulations.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
But that, my friends, that is the Hermies. The second annual Hermies, made possible thanks to viewers like you. Made possible thanks to your votes. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, the French, they're not all bad. Indeed. Oscar winning Godzilla -1, too. Hermie winning Godzilla -1, you mean to say. So there you go, my friends. That's the show. That's the Hermies. I think very nice. We had some funny moments. We had some controversies. Some people were like, ooh, this was snubbed. This was robbed. I like it. Ooh, I like the controversy. Don't make a J joke. I'll make a J joke. I'll talk about her big old bald head any day of the week. Will Smith is banned from the Hermies. He can't be here. Oh, my God. But there you go, chat. Yeah, the Hermies. And already right now, I'm getting ahead of the Hermies for this upcoming year. I've already started collecting ideas and some films and stuff, kind of writing a couple of things down so I can just prepare. Might also change the aesthetic up a little bit, too. Want to make it even better, bolder, more bombastic. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And again, thank you for all your generosity during tonight's bid-a-thon. I hope it was really fun for you guys. It was fun for me. Certainly really fun for me. Ozzy's like, start the watch party. Sugar comes up and slaps him at the end of the night. Yeah, that we can do it. That we can pull off. So then there's a knock at the door. Will Smith is standing there. My God, that'd be kind of cool. It would be entanglement. Oh, I would love to do Enemy of the State with Will Smith. I'll do that, 100%. I'll be the Gene Hackman character. Or maybe he's the Gene Hackman character. I'm the Will Smith character. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? That'd be fun. Exceptional stream as always. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you what, chat. I'm tired. I'm tired. I did a lot of talking. I've been talking for nearly almost 4 hours, you know? Which I talk a lot on these streams. There's no doubt about it, but just consistent talking. You present Will Smith with the best... Oh, I should do that. The best physical assault award goes to presented by Will Smith. Apparently he had didn't he release an album and he talked about the slap? Oh, fucking wild. Absolutely wild. Big Willie never changed. Never changed, Willie. Oh, God. Well, yeah, Ham of the America, before you go, Chris, I have a question. Have you heard of the movie called The Luckiest Man in America? No. It's about this guy named Michael Larson who appeared on the game show in the 70s called Press Your Luck. He won a lot of money, but CBS suspected him of cheating before he was, because he memorized the board before the show. Oh, I did not know that. I'm not familiar with that. I don't really know much about game show stuff. I didn't really grow up on it. But cool premise. Oh, but chat, yes, with that, and again, before we switch over to the Discord, because we're going to do that now. Excuse me, because we're going to do the watch parties for the double damn Jean-Claude Van Damme watch parties, which feature Double Impact and Double Team. I lost my train of thought. Deadpool has a wonderful pre-show for us for Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff, and I imagine white guy karate stuff, which I'm very excited to see. We're going to do all that, but before I do that, excuse me, I want to thank everyone for your generosity again throughout the JCVD Double D double feature pre-show. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. I love it. I want to again thank King DJ for the biddies, Dat Chicken Wayne, So What You Saying, Kazfay, Human the Black Human, Space Cowboy, Biggie Smith, Bishop Sycamore, Deadpool, Osnick, Eddie Berserk, everyone who came in here have been so kind, so generous to me with your compliments, with your words of encouragement. I really do appreciate it. It was awesome. The No Sue Storm Award, wasn't it so appropriate that I don't feature the No Sue Storm Award? Because it's Sue Storm. Yeah, exactly. Devin, hey now, I'll be joining you guys Double Impact, aka the real Double Derp. Yeah, please do. We're gonna put that all together. It's gonna be great. No, we can do the Susan Storm. We can do the Susan Storm Award next year. I just gotta think of nominees for that. Like, what would the nominees be? Oh man, but I gotta go. I'm gonna boof an edible. I'm gonna pour myself an alcoholic beverage and get ready for the stream. Katrina made some delicious food. I'm gonna have some delicious food. But thank you, Austin, Clown Freaks, Deadpool, Devin the Great. Women do much of the movie. Damn. We could do that. That's funny. Clown Freaks, Hamilton Burger, Space Cowboy, Biggie Smith, Bishop Sycamore, Dat Chicken Wayne, CDR Spock, Kaz, Faye Hardings, Monarch Sherman, Chris Ayers, Edgy Berserk, Fresh Brew, Keith, everybody stopped by. Super fun. Hope you guys really enjoyed this.